By hanging prayer flags in high places, the wind horse will carry the blessings depicted on the flags to all beings. As wind passes over the surface of the flags, they are sensitive to the slightest movement of the wind, and the air is purified and sanctified by the mantras. The prayers of a flag become a permanent part of the universe as the images fade from exposure to the elements. Just as life moves on and is replaced by new life, Tibetans renew their hopes for the world by continually mounting new flags alongside the old. And this act symbolizes a welcoming of life change and of acknowledgement that all beings are greater to the ongoing cycle. Well, because these symbols and mantras of prayer flags are considered sacred, they should be treated with respect. They should not be placed on the ground or used in clothing, and old prayer flags should be burned. United States Naval Academy, there's a statue of Tecumseh. There's a mountain here in New Hampshire, Waterville Valley, Mount Tecumseh, and there's a number of U.S. Navy vessels were named after this great chief. And there's a prayer called the Prayer of Tecumseh that Dell is going to read for us today. Dell?
Come here, loose. So live your life so that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Trouble no one about your religion, respect your own. Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and of service to your people. Prepare a noble death song for when you go over the great divide. Always give a word or a sign of salute when meeting or passing a friend, or even a stranger if in a lonely place. Show respect to all people, but grovel to none. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the light, for your life and strength. If you see no reason for giving thanks, then the fault lies in yourself. When your time comes to die, be not like those whose hearts are filled with fear of death, so that when their time comes, they weep and pray for a little more time to live their lives over again in a different way. Live your life so that when you sing your death song, you will die like a hero who is going home with no shame to meet the Creator and your family.
Thank you, Dale. We are gathered on this Sunday, the first Sunday following the first full moon equinox, to give praise to our God as we understand Him. Isn't this a fitting event to happen at the end of our season? There's something comforting in the cycles of the seasons and their celebration, and here at Gunstock we are well attuned to those cycles. Almost 20,000 years ago, ice sheets receding from North America substantially created the mountains, rivers, lakes, and ponds found on the continents. We stand here today at Gunstock on this small parcel of land formed so many years ago, but one that plays a special part in all of our lives. It's this attraction to our natural beauty that gives us cause to think of a power greater than ourselves, which has influenced the development of this beautiful land. Whether you refer to a supreme being, the spirit, the creator, Mother Earth, or God, There is this sense that there is an entity and that we have to define a being who has created such wondrous works before us. But is it necessary to actually define one to still have a belief that there is something all-powerful, something that has control over us, influence over us, and of our environment? Or someone all-powerful who gives a meaning to our natural world, since without definition or meaning, we have such difficulty accepting? On a clear day, we look down below the lake and see Winnipesaukee, and take a look over there. See Lake Winnipesaukee before you in the background. Are you surprised that the name Winnipesaukee in Indian lore means smile of the Great Spirit? In their simplicity, we can see a definition of a creator that we can relate to. A benign soul providing us with beauty and sustenance. There's a stone formation up on Cannon Mountain that was made famous by Daniel Webster, who wrote, "Men hang out their signs indicative of their respective trades. Shoemakers hang out a giant shoe. Jewelers a monster watch, and the dentist hangs out a gold tooth. But in the mountains of New Hampshire, God Almighty has hung out a sign that there he makes men." The first recorded discovery of the old man in the mountain was in 1805, though Native American legend traces the stone face to 1604, and geologists suggest that this was carved by glacial action over 10,000 years ago. On May 3rd, 2003, the old man collapsed, and there was talk of rebuilding. Well, the significance here is that there is a natural order of things, some of which result in unpleasant realities. Our first response often is to fix it, to bring it back the way it was, because we're comfortable with what we know and have a hard time dealing with change. Though over the course of 10,000 years, a natural formation was simply taken full cycle, from its birth to its demise. And we happen to be around to witness this, and like life itself, shouldn't our response be more tempered by the stages of grief than by the desire to fix something?